Hi friends, welcome to Aishudiy. Today we will learn how to make a hoop earrings from scratch. That means we are going to make this hoop and then we are going to make the wrap and everything. So all we need for this is some 20 gauge wire. I have chosen this brand, and then some 26 gauge wire. It's from Bead Landing. I have chosen a copper color and a silver color. You can choose any color, and some ear wires. And then tools wise, we need our flat nose pliers, or needle nose pliers, wire cutters, round nose pliers, and if possible a tweezer nose pliers. And then we will also need a mandrel or something to wrap our wire around to make our a loop, a bigger loop, to make our round earring finding. So you can use this, or you can use just a box or something which is cylindrical in shape, and then even a box like this would do, but you want the size of the earring that you want to work with. Even a box like this would do if it is a little bit stable. So I have this from Bead Buddy, so I'm going to use this. All you need to do is take some wire and wrap it around. There is grooves here, so whichever size you want to, you can make it. I am just going to wrap it around the biggest setting of this mandrel, and I'm going to wrap around twice, 2.5 times actually. So and then this is what I have. I'll go one more time, and then make sure my wraps are consistent and even on the mandrel. And now I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to cut it here. So it's 2.5 times, so 1 and 2, and then a bit more. So you have like a coil, that's what you would need. Now I'm going to do is I am going to twist this wire around 1 centimeter, right, like this. So the one end of the wire, and it's approximately 1 centimeters, and then I'm going to make a loop with my round nose pliers. So this is what I have, and then I'm going ahead and straightening my loop, and then I'm going to twist my loop upwards. So the loop is flat with my coils. Now I'm going to pick up the loop and twist it upwards so that it sits on top of my coil. So this is what I have so far. Now I'll do the same here too. So with this one, I am going to snip off an excess wire. All we need here is a little bit of wire, probably 1.2 centimeters, and then the same deal, I'm just going to twist this wire at 1 centimeter, and I'm going to make a loop. There we go. My loop is done. Now I would twist the loop towards the top so that the front loop and the back loop kind of aligns. So this is what I have so far. I'll adjust this, and then again I'll put it in my mandrel, and I'm trying to bring this together. And then I'm also checking in with my other earrings, the other and then finding this is the right size. So I'm happy with this. Now we have done the base part. The next thing we are going to do is take our beads. We need approximately, I have here some gemstone beads. So I'm taking 5 of the gemstone beads. It's a green in color, it's faceted and it's pretty. So I am going to take those. You can use any kind of beads you want and any size of beads. These are 6 millimeter, I believe. And I'm taking my 26 gauge wire, and I approximately need 10 inches of wire for this wrap. So I'm just measuring with my ruler here, and then that's about 10 inches. And now I'm just going to hold these wires together, and then and I'm going to wrap this thinner wire onto the ring that we made. So this bigger hoop, these are called hoop earrings, but we are not making the hoops completely. We are making the hoops like this and adding a ear wire to it. So because it's a dead soft wire, I figured this one is easier to work with. So here we go. I'm just trying to wrap this wire around this form of hoop that we made, and I'm cinching the wraps so that it is right next to each other. And then I'm doing a couple of wraps, like around 5 to 6 to start with, and then I'm making sure that it is not way too ahead, and I am getting it first on the hoop is the one difficult part. Once you start the first wrap with the bead and everything, it's gonna be much easier. And then so there we go, around 5 to 6 wraps, and I'm going to add my bead. You can add any size of bead or any crystals, roundels, whatever bead you want. But once you add your bead, I want you to hold the bead below the ring and then put the wire inside. Kind of hold it there, don't let it go, otherwise it will go and sit on top of this. So we don't want that, so we want this. So I'm just going in and doing one more wrap, 2 wraps that will make the wrap completely here. There we go, one is done. And then now I'm going to add the next one. The same thing, hold it down and then put your wire through. It's easier to do this like this. That's the trick that I learned after wire wrapping a couple of beads. So if you do like this, it will never come closer. So you do the wrap and then pull the wire through. That way it is easier. So 2 wraps it is, and then we are here adding the 3rd bead. So I'm adding 5 beads. You can add as many beads as you want. You can completely fill up the loop, but I thought 5 beads is good enough because it's already a bigger one. It's a 6 millimeter bead. So here we go, 2 2 wraps and 1 more bead. You can also use a 24 gauge wire, but for this kind of wrapping I feel the 26 gauge wire is much more pliable. So keep the wire against this thing and then you can do the wrap. That way it's easier. There you go. 1 more bead. That's about it. And hold the bead down, put it across the wire, and then bring the wire back down, and 1 more time. Actually, you have to do a couple of wraps, at least 5 to 6 wraps that we did in the beginning of the earring. So we'll do the same number of wraps here just to make this uniform. And if it is far away, go ahead, use your pliers to bring it back close to each other and kind of cinch the wraps together. And continue wrapping. And then as I go by, I'm cinching the wires together. You can also use your nails to kind of push it, but you can use your pliers too. Tweezer nose pliers will also help. There you go. And now couple more times as you feel comfortable with. It's not necessary or compulsory that you have to have this many wraps. It's up to you. You can always wrap all the way up till the top of the earring. It's just added security for the hoops. I think that's good enough for me because I don't have as many that side. So I'm going to snip off this wire, and then I'm just gonna wrap this short tail that I started with around the hoop, and then tuck in the small tail. You don't want to catch hold of your dressing or something like that, and then you can adjust this by bringing these 2 loops together like that. And there we go. Our earring is almost done. If you want to straighten it a bit or bring the coils together a bit and nicely tuck in everything, you can do so. There you go. And now the time to add our ear wire. Before that, you can just cushion both of these loops together so that it goes through the ear wire. Open the ear wire loop how you would open your jump ring, and add these 2 loops together inside, and here we go. Our earring is done. Hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So here is the earring. The thing is, whenever you do ear wires, it's better to do them in the same color. But in this I have used a silver color and a copper color just to give the contrast, because with the green I think that looks more nice. You can use the same color or a different color, whichever you want. I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.